Hello students, hope you are fit and fine. Students, we will continue the chapter number 5, matter and chemical formula. In previous video we have discussed about matter, atoms, the properties of atoms and different types of elements, compounds and mixtures. So students, now today we will discuss the chemical symbols, atomicity and valency of the elements. Students, chemical symbols. Scientists used some symbols to represent the elements. So abbreviation is given to the elements, like for hydrogen it is H, for oxygen it is O, similarly for other elements. So students, there are some rules that should be followed to make the abbreviation or to give the symbols of these elements. So what are these rules? So student, first of all, the symbol representation of elements may include one or two alphabets. Like we have hydrogen. For hydrogen the symbol is given H. Similarly we have calcium Ca. For hydrogen only there is one alphabet, one letter, and for calcium there are two letters or two alphabets, C and A. So second, the symbols of some elements are given from the first letter of the elements. Like for oxygen it is O, for hydrogen it is H, for sulfur it is S. So first letter of that element is given as a symbol. So there are such elements that starts from the same letter. That is means we have calcium from C, carbon from C. So to distinguish between these two elements, the two letters are used. First letter is capitalized and second letter is small. Example, same calcium and carbon. Carbon both start with the letter C. So for calcium it is Ca and for carbon it is C. We cannot give we cannot give both these elements a symbol C. So for one it is Ca, first letter is capitalized and second letter is small, and for carbon it is C. So for the elements that starts with the same letter, the symbols are distinguished by giving them two letters. First is capital and second is small. So students, the symbols of some elements are derived from their Latin names, such that we have iron. The Latin name of iron is ferrum. So its symbol is Fe, not I. I is the symbol of iodine. I is the symbol of iodine. So students, for iron it is not I. The symbol of iron is Fe, that is derived from its Latin name ferrum. Similarly, gold, the Latin name of gold is orate, aurum. So its symbol is Au. Next students, we have silver. The Latin name of silver is argentate. So its symbol is Ag. Similarly, we have sodium. The symbol of sodium is not S, because S is the symbol of sulfur. So the symbol of sodium is taken from Latin name, as the Latin name of sodium is natrium. So its symbol is Na. Similarly, potassium. The symbol of potassium is not P, because P is the symbol of phosphorus. So potassium, its Latin name is kalium. So its symbol is K. So students, the symbols of some elements is derived from their Latin names. So don't confuse between these names. Next students, atomicity. What is atomicity? Students, we know that atoms can exist independently, but some metals cannot exist independently. So, for the existence, they combine with some other atoms. So, on the basis of atomicity, the molecules may be monatomic, diatomic, or polyatomic. Monatomic are those molecules which have two atoms, diatomic molecules which have two atoms, and polyatomic molecules that have atoms more than two. So students, what is atomicity? It is the number of atoms present in a molecule. So on this basis we have monatomic molecules that has only one atom, diatomic molecules that has two atoms, and we have polyatomic molecules that have more than two atoms. In monatomic we have potassium, sodium, helium, neon. So these are some elements that has monatomic, that are monatomic, means they have only one atoms, only one atoms. Similarly, we have diatomic. Oxygen cannot exist as O. It always exists in O2 molecule. Similarly, chlorine Cl2, hydrogen H2. So students, these are some gases. Similarly, we have N2, nitrogen, hydrogen, chlorine. These gases exist as diatomic molecules. Similarly, we have some polyatomic molecules, like we have O3. O3 means ozone. Similarly, we have phosphorus. Ozone has 3 atoms of oxygen. Phosphorus has 4 atoms of phosphorus. Similarly, sulfur. Sulfur has 8 atoms. When 8 atoms combine to form sulfur, S8. Similarly, 4 atoms of phosphorus combine to form phosphorus. Next, students, boron. Boron B12. So, when 12 atoms combine to form boron. So these are this is the atomicity. The atomicity of these all atoms is 2, and atomicity is these atoms more than 2. Oxygen has 3, atomicity of oxygen 3, phosphorus 4, sulfur 8, and boron 12. So next, students, is chemical formula. Chemical formula. Chemical formula is the short symbolic representation of a molecule of any compound. So students, for example, we have water. The chemical formula of water is H2O. Here we have 2 atoms of hydrogen that combine with 1 atom of oxygen to form a water molecule. Similarly, we have carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide for we have symbol CO2. This is the symbolic form. Symbolic form that we can represent a molecule in the symbols of their elements. Here we have element carbon and oxygen. The symbol of carbon is C and symbol of oxygen is 2. Here we have symbol hydrogen H and symbol of oxygen is 2. So it is a symbolic form. So similarly, we have other molecules or compound that can be written in as a chemical formula or symbolic form. That we have nitric acid HNO3, sulfuric acid H2SO4, calcium carbonate CaCO3, calcium carbonate. Next we have HCl, calcium sulfate, copper sulfate, calcium chloride. These all are molecule that are represent in their symbolic form, and to write the symbolic form we use the symbol of their elements. Like we have symbol of calcium is Ca, symbol of chlorine is Cl. So students, to represent a chemical formula we should know the symbol of some elements, and with that symbols we can represent a chemical formula of any molecule or compound. Now students, next topic is valency. What is valency? It is the combining capacity. Combining capacity of an element in a molecule. So students, I have written some valencies of some elements like hydrogen. Its valency is 1. Sodium's valency is 1. Potassium, chlorine, bromine and silver all have valency 1. What is valency? Combining capacity. How they combine? They combine when they give or take electrons. So it means these atoms can give or take one electron. So they can combine by sharing, by giving or taking electrons. Similarly, copper combining capacity is 2, oxygen 2, magnesium 2, calcium 2, sulfur 2, zinc 2. Next, iron can combine, its valency may be 2 or 3. It depends upon the atom that is attached to the iron. Next, nitrogen, aluminium, phosphorus, its valency is 3 or 5. It also depends with the combining elements. So carbon and sulfur, silicon. So its combining capacity is 4. Combining capacity means the valency. The valency of these elements are written here. So these valency importance play an important role in writing a chemical formula. The chemical formula we have, the previous topic was chemical formula. To write that chemical formula, these valencies play an important role. There are some radicals. Radicals are formed when 2 or more elements combine, then radicals are formed. These are ionic representation. So hydroxyl group OH has minus sign over here. So its valency is 1. Nitrate ion NO3 negative, valency 1. Nitrite ion NO2 negative, valency 1. Bicarbonate means HCO3. Here above we have negative sign in the superscript. So its valency is 1. Similarly, sulfate SO4 2 negative, it means its valency is 2. The valency is the number that is written here in the superscript. So in the superscript of carbonate we have 2, so valency of carbonate is 2. The formula of carbonate is CO3. Next, phosphate PO4. In superscript we have 3 negative, so its valency is 3. So these are some radicals and these are some elements. By using these radicals and elements we can write a chemical formula. For example, water, we take water. So to write a chemical formula we should know their we should know the symbols of that elements. So to write a chemical formula of water, we know that water is made up of hydrogen and oxygen. Water is made up of hydrogen and oxygen. So to write a chemical formula of water, we should know the valency of hydrogen and oxygen. What is the valency? We know that the valency of hydrogen is 1 and the valency of oxygen is 2. So in the superscript we write here 1, the valency of water is 1, and here we write the valency 2 because oxygen has valency 2. So first of all, write their symbols, the elements that make the compound, write the symbols of that elements, then their valency on the superscript. So Now cross multiply. So 2 should be here in the subscript of H and 1 is here in the subscript of O. So it will become H. Here in subscript we have 2 and now we have O and subscript of O is 1. So generally we don't write 1, so it is H2O. It becomes water. Similarly, we have carbon dioxide gas. We know that carbon dioxide gas is formed from carbon and oxygen. So we know that the elements that forms the carbon dioxide is carbon and oxygen. Now the valency of carbon. Here we have the valency of carbon. The valency of carbon is 4. So write 4 in the superscript of carbon, and valency of oxygen. What is the valency of oxygen is 2. So write 2 here. So valency of carbon is 4 and valency of oxygen is 2. Now cross multiply that we have earlier done. C, and in superscript we write 2 and O, and in superscript we write 4 because we have to cross multiply it. 2 is here and 4 will be here in the subscript. So C2O4. So what is the chemical formula of carbon dioxide is CO2. So here in 2, 4 we can take 2 common. So 2 will be common. So it will become CO2. Here 2 is taken common from 2 and 4. So it will become CO2. Similarly, if we write the chemical formula of sodium hydroxide, we know that sodium hydroxide is NaOH. So the valency of sodium is 1 and the valency of hydroxide ion, the valency is 1. So we write here 1. And what next is cross multiply. The 1 will be here in the subscript and this one will be here in the subscript. So Na1 and OH1. Generally we don't write 1, so it is understood that it is 1, so it is written as NaOH. Similarly, we have another magnesium sulfate. We know that magnesium sulfate is formed from magnesium and sulfate ion. We know that the valency of magnesium, what is the valency of magnesium? Here valency of magnesium is 2. So in the superscript we write 2 and the valency of sulfate, the valency of sulfate ion is 2. So we write 2 here. So cross multiply ऐसे. So Mg, this 2 will become here, will come here in the subscript of magnesium 2, and similarly SO4 sulfate, here we have 2 in the subscript. So this 2 will be common and it is written as MgSO4, magnesium sulfate. 2 is common. So here will be left with 1 and here we left with 1. So it has become magnesium sulfate. Similarly, sodium oxide. Sodium oxide is formed from sodium and oxygen. So we have sodium, the symbol of sodium is Na and symbol of oxygen is O. We know this valency of sodium is 1. So take here 1 and valency of oxygen is 2. So here is 2. Now cross multiply. This will become here in the subscript of sodium and 1 in the subscript of oxygen. So it will become Na. This 2 will be here in the subscript and O1. Generally we don't write 1, so it is Na2O, sodium oxide. So this is the method to write a chemical formula using the valencies of the elements. So students, in this chapter and in this part we have learned or we have studied the symbols atomicity, chemical formula, and the valencies, and to write the chemical formula on the basis of valencies. So students, read this chapter thoroughly and read the notes thoroughly so that you are able to do the assignment. So students, stay home, stay safe. Thank you.